Oh, okay, let me change the music. Oh, yes. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. We should have one more. I don't know. Everyone went out last night. Coming, canceling. Oh, shame.
I did too when I saw how many people were canceling. I was like, I'm gonna go.
Wait, who are we missing? Oh, Letty. Letty should be here. Well, we're gonna get started because we're late. Start your watch. And we're starting with footwork. Oh no! Hi, Letty. Oh no! It doesn't count. Letty, you want to go right here? Just so your guys are even. It'll be 4 and 4. Oh, let me change this music. All right. We'll let Letty get in. Time for a siesta. What do you want to listen to? Any requests for music? Throwbacks? No, wait. All right, let's see. Throwback. Okay. Let's see about this. This is going to be good. Yeah, okay. 2000s hits throwback. All right, you guys ready for this? We'll just take a couple of deep breaths really quick. So just rest your feet down, settle into your space. Take a couple of big inhales through the nose, fill the whole body up with air. Big exhale through the mouth. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, let the shoulders drop. We're starting heels on, parallel stance. Arms are just resting down. We're going to press the carriage out and in. Ooh, you're about 4 to 5 inches apart. There you go. I'll give us a little bit of time here. We're just going to go for a whole minute. No pulses or anything. Arms are down. Maybe flip your palms up toward the ceiling. That'll just help to open up through the chest, a little external rotation at the shoulder. And I want you to go a little bit faster. Don't worry about the inhale out and the inhale in, but I almost want you to take a longer inhale. So maybe it's a double inhale to press out. Continue the inhale on the way in. And then the next breath is going to be a double exhale out and in. It's a little bit longer. Full extension, toes flex back. Tailbone's nice and heavy. You have 20 more seconds. Finding a nice little rhythm, starting to warm up the legs and the lower body. All right, make this your last press. We'll go arches on, squeeze the legs together, keep it moving. Pressing out and in. We're right on the arch or the middle of the foot. Relax the toes, squeeze the knees, squeeze the toes. Ankles all together. Good. Another minute here. Everybody's nice and centered up on their foot bar. Self-corrections are always welcome, so I always like to peek down at my feet at some point just to make sure I'm in the middle. And we're about halfway there. I think we got the air on and everything. I'm going to click it down one more notch to 72. Okay, halfway. We go a little faster. I don't even know if I've ever heard this song. No? Okay. It says it's Britney Spears. Oh, I know. Oh. 10 more seconds. This is better. Make this your last press. Then we have toes on, Pilates stance. We keep moving. So you have heels together, toes apart. We press out and in. Squeeze your heels, lift them high. Every time you press out the inner thighs, squeeze inward. Every time you come in, your knees are opening. It's almost like you're doing a little froggy. We're working in an external rotation. I want you to think about pressing evenly across the ball of the foot, almost pianoing your toes on that foot bar. Very good. Halfway. Every time you inhale, I want you to breathe into your belly. Let your belly expand. Every time you exhale, it just kind of falls in. Pelvic floor is all connected to the breath. So that pelvic floor will lift with every exhale. Got about 15 more seconds here. All right, next time you press out, hold. Calf raises, parallel, lower, lift those heels. Legs stay straight. Heels flex under, enjoy the stretch. Heels lift high, squeeze your glutes. Full range of motion through that ankle joint. As the heels go under, that's your dorsiflexion. As the heels lift up, that's your plantar flexion. Good. Crown of the head is reaching back. Chin is up away from the chest just slightly. Next time you lift, we go right into your prance or run, alternating this. One heel dips under, one heel lifts high, and we switch. Taking this at your own pace. You can move slower for more stretch. You can move faster for a little more of a burn. Your nervous system might like a little bounce, like a baby likes a bounce. About 10 seconds. Maybe we'll go a little faster for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But massage, stomping up and down through your whole foot. Enjoy. Working through the inside and the outside part of that arch. All right, when you're ready, bring it in. Quick calf massage. Roll out those calves from knee to ankle, inside, outside. Swaying on any little knots or tight spots you find. And then we bring the heels wide on the foot bar. You're going to lift your hips just about an inch or two, and then we're going to press the carriage out and in here, keeping your hips at a hover. Okay, so it's your pelvic lift. This one can be a little faster. I want to warm up the back side of the legs a bit more. So I want you to feel this through the hamstrings, a little more through the glutes. It's not like a high bridge. It's kind of just a little hover. That'll get those muscles nice and warmed up. Good. And then we can move a little faster. Want it nice and vigorous. And that turnout's going to bias your glute max a little more, working the outside of the hip as well. Are we feeling it yet? Yeah? We could probably go for 60 more. Maybe. How about 15 seconds? Deal? And then we're going into 100, and we'll have to switch a spring. I would suggest a red and a blue, but if you want a little more, you can go 2 reds. We're going to do like a hands and straps thing too. Make this your last one. We're going to come in, quick roll up, red, blue, or 2 reds. Lay back down and grab your small straps. Small straps in hand, legs need to lift. We press arms down and we're right in our 100. We're pumping up and down. We're in a chest lift, so you're in a crunch. Legs can stay in tabletop for your inhales and then straighten them out for your exhales. So we'll inhale for 5 counts, exhale for 5 counts. Pumping those arms up and down, let's say 4 to 6 inches. I like the more dynamic 100 because it gives you a little bit of a break. I'm taking foot bars down so you can go lower if you do choose. Don't worry about your spine arching. That's fine. I'm not scared of the arch or the rib flare. You can do that if you want. Okay, halfway there. All right, April's getting you through. You can always rest your head back. I trust y'all know your modifications. And a single leg is always an option as well. Ooh, we got 15 seconds. Can we just hold the legs out straight for the last 10 here? We're at 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, rest. Rest is over. Arms go down and up. It's your hands and straps. Legs need to find a tabletop position. All of your progressions are available when you're ready. So we can add a crunch. We can add a leg extension. We're going to be kind of building this and going into like some progressions for coordination and some overhead. So I want you to think about overhead basically like a rollover but with your hands in the straps. So next time you press your hands down, your head stays down, your legs are gonna do a rollover all the way back overhead. You're gonna roll back down, start over, lower the legs, bring the hands up. You do one lat pull, you do a rollover. Very good. A reverse crunch is a good alternative. Good. You can always try your rollover with a bent knee as well. Sometimes that works for me, my hamstring flexibility. This will be your last one, and then meet me in a tricep press. So we're just gonna bend and extend. Elbows stay down. Tuck those elbows in tight by your side. Legs are in table. When you're ready, start to crunch up and then stay in your crunch throughout. And then we're gonna add the legs, straighten the arms, straighten the legs, bend the knees, bend the elbows back in. Very good. Now next time you straighten, we're gonna hold. Open the legs one time, close the legs, bend the knees, bend the elbows back in. And I want it a little faster, open, close. Good. And it doesn't have to be big, it can be about the width of the foot bar. So it's just a quick open, close. Now, can you bend the knees in first, bend the elbows second? So we're refining it a little bit more. So everything straightens at the same time, but then the knees come in first, the elbows come in second. Very good. Last one, quick rest. Quick rest. Bring the head and the legs down. I have one more progression for that coordination. When your legs open, your arms are going to open. Okay, that's the final progression. So everything starts the same. Elbows down, tabletop in the crunch. Arms and legs straight and hold. Now open the arms and the legs, big starfish, close, tuck your knees and your elbows back in. Good. We're going to straighten everything out. Open, close, tuck it back in. That's it. Holding in the crunch throughout. If that's available, take those rest breaks as you need, always honoring your body. Whew. Oh, foot bar's going back up. I'm sorry. All right. Last one. Give me 5 arm circles each way, just so I can get these up. We're improvising. You can rest the head and tabletop. Just use this as like a little active recovery. Once you've done 5 arm circles each way, it's the honor system. Hang up your straps, please. And we're moving into semicircle. So we know that one where like our hips are down in the well. Kind of leave your springs. You'll be fine on those springs. Whew. Okay, so hands go on shoulder blocks. Feet are going to be on foot bar. You have to push the shoulder blocks up overhead and slide your hips all the way off. I kind of like my semicircle in a wide turnout on the heels, but you can go into a narrow stance as well. Now, good. It's going to be kind of heavy on purpose. So arms all the way straight if you can. You're going to roll up to bridge, press the carriage out, roll down. Your butt might touch the spring and then come back in. So you're going to roll up, press out, roll down, come in. Good. Keep going with that. Give you a little bit of time. It's a lot more pressure on the shoulders with a heavier spring, but that's okay. Whew. Let's reverse it. Keep your hips down, press out, roll up, bring the carriage in, hips lift high, roll it down, press it out, roll it up, back in. Very good. So we're kind of doing like the classical order, but I switched it around to make it make sense. Because you guys remember during TT, it was like kind of all over the place. Box on, off, up, down, all around. All right, last one. And then we're going to come in, carefully slide on. You're going to drop down to 1 red and then spin around so your legs are between those shoulder blocks. We're doing a little bit of rowing back. I like to demo this one because it gets tricky. You want a hands width space behind you, small straps in hand. We're going rowing 1. So you're going to sit tall. You're going to first start by a C curving, rolling back. We do somewhat of a row here, and you're going to have your knuckles together, elbows wide to the side. Now you hold stable, unfold your arms, flip your palms back. Two things happen. You fold forward and press your hands back. Stay in your forward fold. Lift your hands up to the ceiling. Circle your arms all the way forward. Linger in it. You're going to lose tension. Your knuckles come together. Bigger forward fold. Roll up, start over. C curve. Row. Hold. Open the arms. Dive forward, press. Stay in the forward fold. Lift. Big circle up and around. Good. Two more. Two more just like that. C curve. Row. Hold. You're going to press those arms back. You've got it. In that forward fold. Try to press your nose to your knees. Lift your arms up. This one's all about shoulder mobility. Last one. And then we'll go to rowing 2. And then we're going to flip around, do some shave and hug. Okay, ready? Row 2. This one's with a flat back. We start in somewhat of a bicep curl. You're going to hinge back, hold like you're taking off a hat. Reach your arms overhead. Keep arms overhead, forward fold. Now you're going to do that big arm circle. Hands come to the outside of the frame. Press your arms back in the forward fold. Lift up. Big circle around, just like that first row. Okay, we do it again. 90 degree. Hinge back. Whew. Take off your hat. Forward fold. Big circle. Just 2 more. These are complicated, I know. We don't teach them in group class a lot for that reason. Whew. Almost like you're doing a little back bend as you come up. And then just take 1 more. And then I want you to see if you can put both straps in one hand. Flip around. Crisscross. And we're on to shave. It's complicated, I know. So crisscross, applesauce. Hands come overhead. Tricep press. Bend and extend. Small straps. Long straps are a little bit lighter. Did we get tangled? Not a good transition? Now we know. That's okay. Woo! We're in somewhat of a hinge, but I want you to lift your gaze slightly so there's space between your chin and your chest. Just give us a few more moments here. Now, let your hands go all the way back behind your head. Find that stretch in your tricep before you press. I know it makes it harder, but we want to find that length and that eccentric before we work that concentric press. All right, next time you press your arms up, hold. We're going to open out to your hug a tree. It's your chest fly. You're going to close, hug, and open. Yes. Sit tall. Are you twisted too? Hey, it was still working. It was heavier. Do we know these throwbacks? What is this playlist? They lied. I might have to find another one. 10 seconds. Then we'll go into stomach massage and I'll figure out the playlist situation. Okay, you have 4, 3, 2, 1. Hang up straps. I suggest adding another spring. You want to scoot your butt all the way forward or as close as you can. We're going to just hold the front of the reformer. Heels together, toes apart. And then you round your back. You're going to press out and in. If you want another spring, go for it. You're holding the front edge. You're in C curve. Kind of fast. Good. All right, yeah. It's going to have to. Jeez, Alicia Keys. Hip hop throwback? This might be better. All right, little faster. Add a calf raise. Press out, lower, lift the heels, bend and come back in. Press out, lower, lift, and return. We have 2 more variations, then we're going for a long box. All right, last one here. Come in, sit tall. If you can, bring your hands to the shoulder blocks. And then we're going to press out and in. So you're sitting tall, a little bit of extension in the spine. And this is, again, a little faster, in and out with that control. Now let's add that calf raise again. Push out, lower, lift, return. Oh my gosh. No. We're going to make this right. All right, this is going to be your last one. Come all the way in. Twist and reach is the final one. Arms reach forward. You're going to press out. Twist, reach. When you come back in, you come back to center. So you push out, twist and reach. Sitting tall and come back in. You can go just a little faster for this one as well. All day dance party. Okay, last time. That's better. All right, give me one more right, one more left so you're even. And then swing your legs off to the right, grab a long box, and let's just put on one red. Foot bars will need to go back down. I got a couple of you, but you guys know what you're doing. Okay, so classic swan. One red. You're gonna wanna come to the front of your reformer, and we gotta get the hips sort of like on the edge here. And you may even want like your thigh. Your knees can maybe go to the outside of the reformer here. My feet are on the platform. Yeah, now we'll just start here with your elbows propped, press out and in a few times. Your knees can even go to the inside of the well. You can decide which one feels better. So just kind of getting a feel for this. Okay, now the next time you come in, I want you to bring your elbows to kind of a goalie pose, and then you're going to press out and in, and you're somewhat in this hover. Good. Now when you press out, reach your arms forward. When you come in, bend your elbows back. So we're kind of layering and building up to this. And then next time you press out, we reach forward. Try to lift your body up, lower, bend and return. That's the full thing here. Some extension. Beautiful. All right, you just have one more. And then we're going to slide all the way on, boobs off. Grab your straps. Legs are long behind. We're doing your pulling straps. So you're going to choke up on those ropes. Hands are on the outside of that frame. You're going to sweep your arms up, lift into your extension, lower hands straight back down. Good. So we're lifting the chest, the legs, point the toes, find your best extension. Legs can be together or they can be slightly apart if you feel anything in your back that's uncomfortable. Last one, move right into T. We're going to open out to your T. Press your hands in toward your hips. Stay lifted in that extension best you can. Palms face down toward the floor. Good. Just one more because we got a lot on the schedule today. And then hang up those straps. Come up onto your box. All fours. We're on one red. Do a couple of cat-cows here. Couple of cat-cow. Flex, extend. All right. Now grab your right strap. That goes over your foot. You have 10 single leg pulls. You count. You're 10. So we're finding a strong tripod position. Right foot reaches to floor. Sweep that leg back and up. Squeeze your butt. Lower down. A lot of balance and control. Just 10. Your best 10. Yeah. Once you've done 10 on this side, switch and do the other side. Ooh, these look good. Spine is long, straight line from the tailbone to the crown of the head. A lot of good core work with this as well. I always feel my abs tightening. That's it. If you're not done with the right, you should be soon. And then switching over to the left, 10 more. After this, we're going to stay on the red, and we're doing somewhat of like supine hands and straps on the long box. So you're going to have to figure out how to get there with the straps in your hand, laying on your back, head toward the mirror. Okay? The red will be fine. We're going into backstroke. So I would maybe suggest like grabbing the straps and then scooting to the front edge of the box and then laying down on your back. It gets a little awkward, but I believe in you. Yeah, like scoot your butt all the way forward, and then you want to just carefully roll down. Yeah, we'll wait for everyone here. You can kind of extend back over that box for just a second, but we do want small straps in hand. Your head is going to hang off a little, so this one's going to sort of force you to stay up in a crunch. We're there. Okay, legs find tabletop. We're just going to start with the arms. You are in a crunch. You're going to bring your hands into like a diamond in front of your forehead. Now just the hands reach up to the ceiling. Open out to a T, circle, press into your hips, hold it, and then you bend back in and start over. So fingers in front of the head, press up, open, circle, squeeze, there's a hold, and then you return. Now your legs do what your arms do. Your arms and legs reach up, your arms and legs open, circle, squeeze. You find that 100 position, and then you bring it back in. This is backstroke. Let's reverse after this next one. So how do we do that? You show me. You're going to push forward, open out, bring it up and around, and then bend and return. Woo. Let's just do 2 more like that, okay? And then we are attempting teaser today. Oh, I know. So you can relax your arms back. Keep your straps. Let your head go. Let your legs go all the way down straight over that foot bar. You're just like full relax mode. Yeah, legs are straight out over that box and that foot bar. Okay, a few things happen all at once. You need to sweep your arms forward, crunch up, lift the legs. We're trying to come up to teaser. Ooh, and then everything comes back down, slow, controlled. I know teaser's already hard by itself, but now we're fighting against this moving surface and pressing into these straps. Woo. Yeah, you come up as high as you can, even if it just looks like you're 100. That counts. You're going to still work your core and all those major muscles. These look great. Nice. All right, that's your last one. You're going to rest all the way back one more time. Drop the straps. Just let them go. Whew, you okay? Yeah, we're going to come up with grace and poise and strength. You're going to grab your straps again. And we're doing a little breaststroke now. So grab those straps. All right, you want to stand next to your reformer. We're still in the red. Put the straps over your knuckles. You got to face the middle of the room just like this. So copy me. Copycat me. Kaylee's going there already. Yep, you're going to reach up. Grab the corners of the box. Slide on your belly. Boobs off is best. We might have to bend the knees just in case you kick the mirror. Okay, I might like, maybe not. Okay, let's go small straps. Long straps are optional as well. And boobs are all the way off. Scooch forward even more. Okay, now from here, just do like a little bicep curl. Just get used to this. In. Okay, we're in a bit of extension. Okay, now the bicep curl goes to an overhead press. And then you bring it all back. Elbows back, undo the bicep curl. We're layering this one again. Legs are lifted, point your toes. Okay, there's one more part. So do the bicep, do the overhead press. Now you're gonna do a big circle. Try to lift up to extension all the way back. Nice. We'll do that again. Bicep, overhead, big circle. You lift as high as you can. Whew. Let's say one more, because that's enough. All right. Now I want you to see if you can get those small straps on your feet. Just like, boom. Ah, okay, scooch forward even more. Scooch forward even more. And then maybe put another spring on if you want. You got to try to keep them on. You're not going to go all the way straight with your legs, but you're just going to curl your heels toward your butt and then straighten. Put your hands on like the side right there. Yeah. Yeah, just on the mat. That's fine. Woo. Do we feel that in the hamstrings? You can add more springs or less if you want. Play with it. And then I always like to scooch forward even more for more tension. Like your ribs you might be at like the bottom of your rib. Okay, now try to keep your hips down. Try not to let your butt like pop up. Okay. Would I teach this in a group class? No. Maybe an Empower. And Evie, put your hands on the carriage. Yeah, there you go, lady. All right, now can we do 5 single leg? 5 single leg. Ooh, you are not married to your spring. You can switch it if you want. Ooh. What kind of sorcery is this? Just 5. Yeah. Good. Once you've done 5 on each, shake those straps off your feet, but stay where you're at. Ooh. Good. Yeah, shake them off and just stay on your belly. We're going to do a little grasshopper. Add a couple more springs so the carriage doesn't move. And then I do want your hands on your foot bar and scooch forward so your hip bones are all the way to the edge of the box. So I want you to think like a, what's it called? Rocking horse? Yeah, Catherine's got it back there. So you're going to somewhat do a push-up, your legs lift high, and then press back up. That's the first part. And then there's some leg things we can do with this. So next time you go down, lift your legs, hold, click your heels together 3 times, and then press up. That's like a little grasshopper thing. So we can do those heel beats, or you can bend your knees and cross your shins. 1, 2, 3, straighten before you press up. And I want to know who can get their legs the highest. Yeah, it was Catherine, I think. She's back there. Get it. Woo, wait, Kaylee. All right, last one. And then slide back so your boobs are just off the edge of the box. And we have a little bit of swimming to do. So legs are reaching out long. Start with your arms in goalie post. I just like that better. Flutter kick the legs. Point the toes. The move is coming from your butt. So try to lift your thigh off. Now, option to reach arms forward. Alternate with your arms. We're still working the posterior chain. We're only here for about 15 seconds. Then we're going to try out our rocking before we go to short box. And we already have all the springs on, so that's perfect. Okay, relax for a second. Whew. Okay, you might want to scooch back just a little bit more. And then can you grab your feet with your hands? Both feet, grab both hands. And then like come up to extension. Now I want you to do a little rock forward and back. What? Yes, like in the mat. Like in the mat. Woo. Nice, Mallory. Last one, relax. That's enough. Pilates is like play. Okay, carefully slide off short box. And we're going into some short box abs. So leave your spring, sit on your box, tuck your feet under your strap. We're starting with round back. You okay? A lot of extension now. We're gonna like do the opposite. Okay, for round back, how about a little genie arm here? Genie arm, C curve, you're gonna roll back. Think about like a sit-up. That's what this is. And then roll up. You roll back as far as you want. Not a full back bend yet. We will get there. So we do need tension in the rope. I like to kind of separate the strap, flex the toes back. Trust it, it's gonna be your buddy. All right, arms reach forward, flat back, hinge forward. When you go back, reach the arms overhead. When you come up, reach the arms forward. You can break it up or do it all in one move. Working your core in a different way. Just one more, back to twist and reach. So we roll back, twist, reach, come up. Roll back, twist, reach the other way, alternating that. Bring it forward. Woo. That's it. Going back as far as you're comfortable with. All right, one more each way so that you're even. And then you're gonna come up, bring your right foot out. You're just gonna hold behind that right thigh, left foot stays under. Now holding behind that thigh, I want you to start to rock back and then rock forward. This is kind of our tree prep. We're not going to get super fancy with it. We're just going to do the meat and potatoes if that's okay with you. That's option one. Now, I like my butt to the front edge of the box so I can actually get my sacrum and back on the box a little more. So now you have the option. You can hold behind your thigh to go all the way back to a back bend and then come up. Holding the thigh is your modifier. If you're comfortable, you can bring your hands back as you roll back. Good? Yeah. And when you're in back bend, you want to relax fully. Like you don't need to engage the abs. Okay? Now, when you roll back, maybe you straighten the leg up to the ceiling. It's going to require a little flexibility through the hammies. Good. Awesome. How about that's the last one and then switch. We'll start the same. That's more of a stretch, right? Yeah. No? Yeah, okay. Start the same. That's more of a stretch. All right. Yeah, I like my butt forward. It just feels better to have the back like kind of connect into the box. Take your progressions. So you already know those. You can start to go full back bend. You can take your hands away. You can reach the leg up. Woo. All right, one more. And then we're on to side sit-ups facing me. So it's going to be your side overs. Yeah, so one foot stays under, pigeon the other leg. You got to set it up so you're on the side of your hip. Start with one hand on the headrest and you're somewhat in like a side plank. Good. Let's just do 10. Hands behind the head. Side sit-ups, down and up. You count your 10, and then we will take that little twist and reach, stretch, forward fold. Good. Yeah, you know your modifiers by bringing hand to headrest. Not only are we thinking about doing that side crunch, but we're also thinking about that length. Good. After 10, just rotate, put your hands on the white frame for a forward fold, foot stays under strap. Walk your hands out far, drop your head. One big inhale. One big exhale. We come up, we flip around, we do the other side. Foot under strap, just 10 here. How we doing? Okay, good. Find your sweet spot. Hands behind head, or one hand can stay on headrest, down, up. Little side cinch through that waistline. Again, after those 10, we take that twisted forward fold, hands on the frame. Very good. Yeah. Walk those hands out, drop the head, breathe. Big inhale, big exhale. All right. So we're going to come back and face front one more time, both feet under the strap. I want to try to get you into high bridge maybe. So we'll see. But yeah, kind of scoot your butt forward a little bit. Feet stay under the strap. Now, you can go kind of genie arms, and you're just going to start to C-curve, roll back, and bring your hands on the white frame. Okay, if that high bridge, yeah. Hands come on the white frame. Good. There you go. Okay, maybe we slip one foot out, put it on the carriage. Other foot comes out, put it on the carriage. And then can you press yourself up to high bridge? Woo! Can you reach one leg to the ceiling? Ooh! Other leg. You guys can watch. All right, bring it down. Nice job, ladies. Okay. Whew. Okay. One red. We're going to do some arms. Oh, shit. We need the straps. One red. Put your straps back on. We're just going to do a few arm circles seated on the box. I should have went and got those for you. It'll let it slide. It's my first time teaching it, so. It's Monday. You're the guinea pigs. Okay. Oh, don't worry about the foot bar. I'll get it. Yeah. So short straps. You're just going to do 5 arm circles each way. Okay. This will be our little intermission after all that madness. Oh, how you doing? Okay. Thriving? Surviving? Okay. All that. Yeah, laying on the belly. Okay. Life is good again. Okay. Once you've done 5 each way, hang up your straps. Whew. Get it. Keep each other accountable. Okay. Oh, happy? Hang up those straps. Yep, hang them up. That was just our little reset. Okay, so we're going into like front splits, but hands. So let's start hands on foot bar. Find somewhat of a plank, heels against the edge of the box. And then bring your right foot forward to the platform. Okay, and then just press out like you're doing the front splits. Full front split stretch. Hands can stay down right here. And then just start to bring the carriage back in. And then we're going to press out, front splits, come back in. Hands down, option 1. Hands can come up to hips if you want a little more balance challenge. Whew. All right, last one. Nice. Same foot. Keep your feet where they are. You're just going to turn to the side, and we're going to stand up, do side splits. Okay, so turn your feet. This one we know. And then we're going to come all the way up and just press out side splits. You can open the arms, come back in, grow tall. I like my foot to the edge of the carriage, but if you have more range of motion, you can always move it to the box. Good. And just growing a little taller, shoulders down, abs in. Working abductors, adductors. How many have we done? 5, 3. Let's go for 5. Let's do 2 more. And then we're going to come in and do the front splits facing toward the foot bar. Good. Yeah, hands down, option 1. Make sure you switch feet and all that. We're going to press out, front splits, and then just pike it back up. You can start to hover those arms if you'd like. Good. Maybe just 2 more, and then we'll turn and do the side splits, just 5. Good. Pressing out, coming in. Working jumping jack, essentially. Outer thighs, inner thighs. Good. All right, once you've done 5, we're going to come back to a plank with hands on foot bar. We're going to try our star. I'll ease you into it, don't worry. So hands on foot bar, feet against the box, press out to plank. Okay. Now I want you to turn your feet toward me, toward the front of the studio. You're coming onto the inside-outside edge. Now you can just stay here in like a twisted plank, or you bring one hand to the middle of the foot bar, one hand reaches to the ceiling, side plank. Okay, stay here, or your top foot can go to the top of the box. That's like a progression for your star. Good. Or we lift that leg up off of the box. Beautiful. Nice. Bring it down. Hand down. Let's do the other side. Awesome. Start with the feet first. And then bring hand to the middle. Open up side plank. Stay. Or foot to box. Or reach leg up. Nice. Woo. Bring it down. Beautiful. Take a seat on your box. Shake it out. Whew. Good work. That was awesome. Box comes back down. 2 reds for a little elephant. It's like a down dog. So we're going to keep it heavy to bias the shoulders a bit more. Feet are flat. They go up against those shoulder blocks. You should be able to lift your toes, your toenails, and then just press your legs out. Bring your legs in. And I want all of your weight back in your heels, like you're hammering your heels down. Flat feet. So you have Ken feet, not Barbie feet. Yes. And a little faster. Ken has flat feet, right? Okay, now just reach your right leg back behind, single leg elephant. Okay, it doesn't have to be high, but press out and in 5 times with that left leg. Once you've done 5, switch legs. Maybe feel a little more hamstring with that. Good. Yeah, it could be quick. Once you're done with that, up stretch, which is Barbie feet now, which will go up against the edge of the shoulder blocks. And you want to think plank out to pike up for that up stretch. Yeah. And heels can just go like halfway up the shoulder blocks. Let's say church heel versus stripper heel. So press all the way out to plank. Pike it all the way up. The 2 reds is heavy on purpose. I want you to feel your shoulders, but if it's too heavy, switch it to a red and a blue. All the way out to plank. Get angry at it. All right, long stretch. Press out to plank, hold. Now press your plank away. Use your arms. Bring your shoulders back over your shoulder, your wrists. Your shoulders over your shoulders. I'm getting crazy. Stay in your plank the whole time. Stay in your plank the whole time. Yep, so press your butt down, squeeze. Out and in. You're almost there. Woo! That's the last one. Knees go down. Feet stay against shoulder blocks. Let your hips fall forward toward the foot bar. Look up, lift your head, your gaze. We're in a back bend for down stretch. Press the carriage out with your arms. Bring it back in. Try to keep that shape as you push out. Let your hips fall forward like you're showing off a brand new pearl necklace. Diamond necklace. That's weird. It's so heavy. Good. I like it. I like it like that. Ooh. Down stretch, kneeling back bend. We're going to skip that. Okay, last one. Bring it in, child's pose. Reset. Okay. We're set up for your knee stretches. Hands on foot bar. Your hips stay back toward your heels. Keep the carriage in, but round your back. Think angry cat. Now, press out with your legs. Bring it in. Not so far. Press out less. Yeah, like press out so your knees stop right under your hips, but bring your knees all the way in. This one's all the legs. The whole leg is working. Quad. The whole quad, really. And faster. A little faster. Out and in. If you look at Mallory, she's got good form right there. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Bring it in flat back. Think cow. Same thing. Press out with your legs. Bring it in. Just those legs. Upper body is stable. Somewhat of a back bend here. Little quicker. Out, in. Okay, now hover your knees off. You might have to adjust. Think scooter vibes. Out and in. Flat back still. You can adjust the upper body. Can you go all the way out? All the way out now. All the way in. Yes. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. 1 red. What in the world? Sit on your foot bar. Tendon stretch. This is Empower, right? You're giving it the Empower vibes. Bring your feet right to the edge of the carriage. Now just press the carriage out and then back in. And I want you like on your arch, kind of like just below the heel. Yeah. Press all the way out. Get comfortable with that. And in. Yeah, just your foot, just a little. There you go. Okay, now next time you press out, can you hang your hips off? And then you can bring your hips back on. Good. So press out, hang your hips off, and on. Okay, now next time you press out, hips stay off. Now swing your hips up like a little pike above the foot bar. Press back out. Yeah. Think, yes. Gymnastics vibes. Woo. We can always go to a blue if you want. Just one more. Just one more. And then sit back on the foot bar. Relax. Woo. Okay, we're going to skip long back stretch. But I do want to try a little bit of a snake. So we're just going to find a plank first. Plank with your hands on a regular plank. And I'm going to get you into it piece by piece. So hands are on, like in front of the shoulder blocks. One red will still be good. Okay, feet are on the platform. Press out, normal plank. Okay, and then walk both feet over to the right side. Okay, and drop your right hip down just a little. Other hip, Kaylee. Yeah, now pike your hips up. And then press out. Drop that hip. Think a little bit of a back bend. Yeah. Pike it up. You can always step to foot bar for more challenge. And then back in. Good. Nice. Last one. Relax. Knees down. We're just going to do the other side. I like that version. Okay. So find your plank. Walk both feet to the left. Okay, kind of drop that left hip down. It's like a twist. Pike up. When you press out, drop your left hip. You do a little bit of a hip dip, a twist, and an extension, and then come back up. Woo. We're almost there. All right, last one. And then knees down. Knees slide all the way forward to shoulder blocks. Grab your small straps. Chest expansion. Whew. Okay, high knees. Be careful with your balance. Press your arms back. Bring your arms forward. Slowly. Squeeze your butt. Tighten your core. Now press your arms back. Hold. Look to the right. Look to the left. Come back center. Now you press back. Hold. You look the other way. Left, right, center. We'll just do that 2 more times. After that last one, I want you to choke up on your ropes and kind of grab the knot. We're going to try thigh stretch. So this one's like a hinge back from the knee. So you just have a little more tension here. You try to keep a straight line with your body. You're hinging back. Just start small and then hinge forward. Good. So you hinge back, not a back bend, not a back bend, but we could go there maybe. And forward. Very good. Last one. Hang up straps. Okay, slide your knees back a little. Hands go to foot bar for a counter stretch or a back bend. And then just press your hips forward, look back. Very good. Whew. Okay, do you have one more plank in you? I like this one on a red and a blue. Yeah, one red, one blue. And your hands are going to be on the shoulder blocks. Your feet are going to be on the foot bar. So I gave you the red and blue because you don't press out as far. Yeah, good. Now press those shoulder blocks forward. Lift your right leg. Point your toe. Bring the shoulder blocks in. Set the foot down. And then switch. Carriage goes out. Lift a leg. Bring it in. Switch. Woo. Okay, one more each leg, and I think that's going to be good. And then bring it down. Child's pose. Okay, we're going mermaid, then feet and straps, and we're done. Deal? Okay. Face me for mermaid. One red. We find Z sit with your shin against the shoulder block. And then we're just going to press out, big side stretch toward the middle of the room. And then take it the other way, counter stretch toward the mirror. Good. Working lateral flexion. We got this nice hip mobility. Woo. Now, next time you press from foot bar, we're going to hold, rotate both hands on, press out further. Now you come up to swan with a twist, look up, and press back out. Just enjoy that. When you press out, it's not a collapse, it's flexion. I want you to round your spine. When you come up, it's extension. So it's active. Yes. Last one. And then we're going to come up and just flip around and lather, rinse, repeat. Woo. Hand on foot bar, press out, side stretch. Bring it in, counter stretch other way. Woo. Get that lateral flexion. Next time you press from foot bar, rotate, both hands on, press out. Enjoy the stretch. Bring it in, lift up, extension. Press out, flexion. Last one. And then we're going to set up for feet and straps. 2 reds. 1 red blue is light, but don't grab your straps yet. Just lay down. I just have a little surprise right before. Woo. All right, arms are relaxed by your side. Reach your legs to the ceiling. Okay, straight legs, point the toes. We're gonna take both legs to the right. You're gonna do a circle down toward the foot bar, come up on the left and back to the middle, stop, and then we're gonna alternate. You're gonna go to the left, circle down, modified corkscrew. Full corkscrew involves a rollover. So you do your roll over. You're going to roll down on one side of the spine. You circle the legs around. You roll up on the other side of the spine. Whew. You got your modifier or your full. Good. Last one. Even it out. And then just reach the legs to the ceiling. Grab your shoulder blocks. You're going to take both straight legs to the right as you look to the left. Tick-tock. Back to center, legs go the other way, look the opposite. This could also be done in tabletop to modify. Working the obliques just a little. Woo. Okay. Last one more each way so you're even. And then grab your long straps, we'll put your feet in. Oh. Once you're in, take it right to circles, leg circles. Choose your direction, your size, your speed. Relax your arms. Maybe we flip those palms up again. Close your eyes. Whew, just breathe. Next time your feet come to the top, stop, reverse, go the other way. Little froggies. Next time your feet go down, heels together, toes apart, tuck your knees in, press your legs back out. Squeeze those heels together. Next time you press your legs out, hold. Now we're going to sweep the legs to the ceiling, bend the knees to the chest, press your legs back out to foot bar. That's your modified short spine. Full short spine, you add a shoulder stand. Lift the legs, roll up to shoulders, bend the knees in, roll like a ball, back down, press the legs back out. Just do one more, and then we're gonna try our long spine. So I want you to bring your legs straight up to the ceiling. Stop though. Bring them more over the hips. So press forward just a little. Now I want you to try to keep your feet here over your hips. Try not to move the carriage. Roll up to shoulder stand. Good. Now press your legs forward first. Hips stay lifted. Reluctantly, you roll down. Yeah. And then you can just lift your legs back up. Good. Stop. Roll up. Now open the legs. Okay. Roll. Press your legs forward first. Roll down. You kind of circle them together. Bring them up 90 degrees. Roll up. You open legs first. You should feel more back of the leg. After this one, we're going to reverse that. So start with your legs apart, kind of right in that 90 degree. Roll up to shoulder stand. And then you close your legs at the top. Legs press forward first, and then the roll down comes second. So you should get a lot more glute hamstring. We can just do one more for the last one. And then let's bring it all the way down to butterfly. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Drop the feet to the spring, arch the back, open the arms, close the eyes. Letting your practice just kind of settle into your body. Big inhale through the nose. Belly expands. Exhale. One more big inhale, fill the whole body up with air. One more big exhale, let it all go. All right, that is your class. You can take your feet out of straps, hang them up. Ooh, good work. How are you doing? Okay.